For 2022, the Honda Civic Si underwent a generation update, becoming the 11th in a long line of fantastic sports-inspired sedans. Some notable upgrades graced the newest Civic Si, most notably under the hood, with engine refinements and a 17.8 psi max boost. Further, the body went through some updates as well, and while controversial, the design has been developed to be more aerodynamic. The Honda Civic has always been known as one of the best daily drivers, but that daily driver is taken to a much sportier level with the Si trim level. With the inclusion of drive modes, a manual transmission, and much-needed interior updates both to the sound system and infotainment, the Honda Civic Si is sporty, practical, and comfortable. 8. Great on gas. Being a daily driver means being as fuel efficient as possible. Yet, sports cars don't typically conserve fuel, instead, they use more to produce quicker performance. The delicate balance that the Honda Civic Si takes on is no ordinary feat. The 2022 Honda Civic Si achieves 27 mpg in the city, and 37 mpg on the highway, all from a petrol engine. The refinement in efficiencies means saving money at the pump. And it means that the 2022 Honda Civic Si is one of the rare daily driver sports cars that can pull off decent mileage. 7. Better transmission. The 10th generation Civic Si came with a fantastic 6-speed transmission, and a 6-speed continues to be the sole transmission option for the Si. More importantly, the 2022 Civic Si transmission has received upgrades to the shifter, the gearbox, and the computer system. The new model also switches to a lighter, single-mass flywheel providing faster and sportier gear shifts. For 2022, the Honda Civic Si will feature automatic rev matching for the first time. In addition, the gearbox has been strengthened, and shifter throws reduced by 10%, providing both a responsive feel and sporty throws. With all of the aforementioned combined, the 2022 Civic will have one of the best manual transmissions in its price range and above. 6. Pedal to the metal. As with the previous generation, the 2022 Civic Si will feature a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Along with a limited slip differential, the tires can push 200 horsepower, and though that is a reduction from previous generations, there is refinement within the engine to achieve a quicker ride. These refinements include a longer power band for the mid-range gears, allowing more torque to hit the roads instead of wheel spin. In addition, the Civic Si is less than 3,000 pounds, making it easier for the engine to propel. 5. Creature comforts. Honda has equipped the Civic lineup with several creature comforts that drivers demand in new vehicles, and for 2022, the trend continues. The Civic Si sports push-to-start, auto climate control, and seating for 5. In addition, the Si stitched seats feature well with the sport pedals. The climate control offers dual-zone control and vents that are elegantly integrated into the dash. Plus, leather-wrapped steering and shifter make the Civic Si feel luxurious. 4. Keeping you safe. Safety features are a must-have in any daily driver, and the Civic Si is no exception. Included safety includes collision mitigation braking system, road departure mitigation system, blind spot information monitor, adaptive cruise control, and lane keeping assist. Further, the Honda Sensing Tech joins Hill Assist, Auto High Beam, and LED daytime running lights. With all this safety tech, it's no wonder that the 2022 Honda Civic has won IIHS Top Safety Pick of the Year. 3. Bump and audio. New for 2022, the Honda Civic Si will include a 12-speaker Bose premium audio package. The improved audio joins an updated 9-inch touchscreen infotainment with a physical volume knob. In addition to the upgraded speakers and infotainment, the built-in subwoofer will have you thumping in no time. And similar to previous generations, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto make a return. 2. The competition. Competing with cars such as the Veloster N, the Subaru WRX, and Golf GTI, the Civic Si has its work cut out. Compared to the Si, the Veloster N doesn't rate as high and is pricey. While more powerful, the WRX isn't as comfortable as the Si, making daily driving less pleasant. Lastly, the GTI is pricier and only comes in a hatch style. There is really only one car that balances the comfort, sport tune, and cost-effective requirements of a daily driver sports car. In addition, the 2022 Civic Si is a Honda platform, meaning mods should be a breeze compared to other vehicles. 1. Price and options. The 2022 Honda Civic Si starts at $27,300, making it less than its competitors, all while offering a more comfortable yet sporty daily drive. Plus, the wheels can be upgraded further, adding a new styling option. In addition to the wheels, all-season protection packages are available as well as moldings and emblems. Compared with the competition, the 2022 Honda Civic Si comes in as the most cost-efficient route. Additionally, with maintenance costs traditionally low for Civics, and excellent gas mileage, the Civic Si is the best daily driver sports car for 2022. For the as-tested price of the Lamborghini Huracan STO, you could buy 15.5 C-badged Honda Civics, the lowest-priced, least powerful, and third-lightest contender vying for our PVOTY calipers. Did a humble, sub-$30,000, front-wheel drive economy sedan making only 200 horsepower have a chance against all the Black Series Wings, Ms, Vs, GTs and GT3s? In fact, many of the supposed shortcomings of the 2022 Honda Civic Si made it stand out in our field of monstrously powered beasts. Subtracting brute force and head-snapping thrust, and much of the associated sound and fury, sharpened our judges' perception of other attributes. There's something really tactile and raw about the Civic Si that gets me going, Director of Editorial Operations Mike Floyd said. Its four-cylinder at full chat just sounds so lean and mean. The Civic Si makes a strong value and fuel economy statement, and the Cis Mini Accord styling adds maturity missing from the previous generation Civic. Engineering excellence is everywhere you look and touch. Every judge called out the light communicative steering and the delightful feel and super precise throws of the Cis 6-speed manual transmission, as they extracted all 192 pound-feet from the 1.5-liter turbo inline-4. More low-end torque and a longer horsepower peak are exactly what this engine needed, features editor Scott Evans said. The torque makes it nicer to drive at every speed, and the power no longer falls off at the top end. To be clear, at nearly 15 pounds per horsepower, more than double the load of some other competitors, the Si is slow, but who cares, was the prevailing sentiment. It's just so stable and confident in a corner, Evans said. You just want to drive it faster and faster because it's so rewarding. It's still a momentum car, and that's great because it really makes you work on your driving to get the most out of it. Amid the pages of notes on all our competitors, the adjectives authentic, approachable, and attainable were reserved for the Si. It was the performance vehicle everyone could quietly appreciate. There is something appealing about seeing myself in an Si that makes me like it even more in this competition, which is loaded with vehicles I could never hope to actually own in my lifetime, Deputy Editor Alex Stoklosa said. So why wasn't it even a finalist? For one thing, the only other front driver in the mix, the Hyundai Veloster N, delivered an even more intriguing and irresistible combination of turbo-boosted fun. And there were some blemishes on the Civic Si's otherwise smooth, and sporty driving experience. Squishy at first dab, the Cis brakes faded for some judges by the end of the handling course. Although that's a non-factor on the street, it did not bode well for the at-the-limit track sessions the finalists would encounter. Judges also called out the clutch's light pedal and its high and vague engagement point. The engine's tendency to hang onto revs also drew criticism. For some, the Si just wasn't a big enough step up from the already sublime 11th generation Civic. Other judges were tantalized but left thirsty for the sharper edge and much-needed power boost promised by the coming Civic Type R, so we shall wait for next year.